Just a quick video, hopefully a quick video. I have a bad habit of rambling, but just a quick video that I'm going to be starting Frederick Douglass, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass. Now, if you've been watching my this channel, or more specifically the weekly reading vlogs, you might think, what are you doing starting another book? You don't even have time to read the books you've already started. And that's true. I've been really busy lately, and as a result, I haven't made... There are some books on my reading list I've completely not made progress on. So I was trying to delay starting another book, but it became apparent to me this past week that I need a pocketbook. I need something small to carry around with me and eat at meals. And unfortunately, none of the other books in my reading list fit that bill. I mean, you can see how huge this is. I can't possibly just casually read this with one hand while I'm eating. Same with the Jerusalem Bible, the grammar book. I have been carrying my copy of Tom Holland's translation of Herodotus around with me this past week. And I've made decent progress on it this past week, but even then, there's so much flipping back and forth between the maps and the footnotes at the back that it's not really something I can just kind of read while I'm waiting for the elevator. Whereas this one, you can see it's really slender. So with apologies, I know I've got a number of books I should be reading that I've stalled out on, but I'm going to throw another one into the rotation. And I've got several books on my bookshelf that I haven't read yet. Several of them are portable, but this one, you can see how small this is. It's what is it? It's only 150 pages, but the last 30 pages are words and phrases glossary. I don't know why that's in there. Some feature of Collins Classics. I mean, these are by and large fairly common words. Okay, not all of them, but admiration, antics. Okay, to be fair, there are amusement. To be fair, there are some less common words in here. A conjuror, a male midwife or a doctor. Although it's not even clear that this is actually in the text of this particular book, because they reference that from Great Expectations. Right, I said this was going to be a quick video. I'm not going to get sidetracked talking about the glossary in the back. So yeah, I picked this up from Book Street here in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. I'll try and remember to link to my video I did on Book Street. And I talked about picking this video up in a previous weekly reading vlog in which I did a mini book haul. Try and remember to link to that down below. You know, the Life of Frederick Douglass is one of those books I've been meaning to read forever. I don't recall being made aware of this in high school. Or college, for that matter. Maybe I just don't remember. But I've been aware of it for a few years, just catching references to it. Steve Donahue talked about it on his channel. I don't remember where else I caught these references to. So Frederick Douglass is, on the list of people I have been meaning to read more about, but never have. Also, I've been keeping, I've been, for several years now, been reviewing all my reading material on my blog, and from about 5 years ago on this YouTube channel. And I've been looking through my reading list, and I can't think of any books I read by African Americans. I guess I did read Americana by what's her name, but she's Nigerian. She's not an African American. And I know that diversity quotas in literature are a sensitive topic here on BookTube. I don't want to be advocating that you have to read a certain amount of books by minorities. But at a certain point, almost 20 years of keeping track of what I'm reading, the absence becomes notable when there's like none at all over 20 years. So I'm probably way overdue for this. Autobiographies fascinate me in general. They can be very hit and miss. I remember a few autobiographies I approached back in college where I thought, this is going to be absolutely fascinating, getting into the headspace of this historical figure. And the autobiography tended to be a lot of mundane things. But the idea of hearing about the life of a great historical figure in their own words exactly, getting into their head, fascinates me in the abstract, definitely. And I think when they're good, they can be really good. I was just looking at the preface to this, or the publisher's introduction, which had some interesting information in here. Apparently, Frederick Douglass published his autobiography 3 times over the course of his life. This is the 3rd time, so this is the last one. The first time he published it, he didn't include a lot about the details of his escape and his slave life, because he didn't want to endanger the other slaves who were still in that situation, who might be wanting to make him an escape. But then it talks about, I found this part interesting, it talks about how slave narrative became a popular genre. And it says some of these were supposed to boost support for the abolitionist movement, like Uncle Tom's Cabin, famously. But it also says that not all of them were so high-minded. That they were playing into like the romanticist trend in American literature at the time, and also there was a sensationalist element to them that the human fascination with cruelty and tragedy, which wasn't always tied to humanitarian tendencies. It says it often portrayed the slaves as simple-minded. They said we don't remember these because we tend to only remember the ones that have survived and are still being taught in schools today, like Uncle Tom's Cabin. But apparently this was a whole big thing at the time. And it looks like, based on the fact that those narratives became popular, Frederick Douglass did revise his story, My Bondage and My Freedom, which was the second one. And then after the Civil War, he rewrote the autobiography a 3rd time, Life and Times of Frederick Douglass. So I've just finished the publisher's introduction. That's as far as I've gotten. Like I think I said at the beginning of this, it's only 122 pages of text. Now, I'm a slow reader. So, and I'm a busy person. So I could spend a couple weeks on this, or who knows? I've had some unexpected free time the past couple days. If that continues, maybe I'll finish this off in a couple of days, and then return for a review whenever I end up finishing it. And then, yeah, I intentionally wanted to select something short so that, because I've got too many other books that I'm halfway through. So once I finish this, I'll reevaluate what my reading list is. Okay, so that's the introduction to that.